Hello everybody. So today, we're gonna react to this wonderful woman. Are you guys ready? 'Cause I'm ready. I'm ready. Sorry. I have to do this with my phone because apparently my OBS is overheating my computer and my tablet, as you know, can't handle anything regardless of resolution and whatever. I lowered the resolution purposefully on one of my last videos because of that. I don't know. I don't know what to do for OBS. If anyone has any tips, let me know. But in the meantime, we're gonna do it through my phone. So here we go.
Okay, so to set the stage, I guess I didn't film my first meal of the day because it occurred at like 2 a.m. while I was pumping in pitch black. So yeah, doesn't make for the best food porn. But
I don't think you would necessarily need to eat during the night if you're breastfeeding. I don't see why. I just don't, especially if you're eating an actual proper diet. I don't see the harm in going at least 8 hours without food. I just don't.
I literally wake up starving and very thirsty in the middle of the night. So I like shovel dry cereal into my mouth.
Carbs. That's why, girl. That's why. You're gonna see her diet is horrendous, by the way. Horrendous.
Before I fall back asleep. There are literally Cheerios all over my bed and in my bra. But when you are tired...
Who sleeps with their bra? Honest question. Who sleeps with their bra on? Who? Who? I hate bras in all honesty, but I wouldn't lie and say I never wore them because I used to. I was made to, basically. Forced to. I was a child and I was forced to. So, but who sleeps with it on? I used to, before I knew better. Seriously.
And hungry, you just don't care about those things. So after that, I actually wake up for the day, which, life update folks, I have been managing to sleep until like 5:30, sometimes 6 a.m., thanks to making some serious efforts to, better prioritize my mental and physical health and get a little bit of better work and life balance. So I had to spend some time doing some CBTI, which basically made me force myself to stay up really late, which then kind of just put...
Oh yeah, that really betters your health, eh? Sleep deprivation, woo!
Everything out. But this is
Canadian showing through there.
Definitely really helped my relationship and also my mental health as, we hopefully start to see life go back to normal. And I would love to one day be able to go to dinner with friends and not have to be home before 8 p.m. Okay, so my morning supplements include ginger, vitamin D, and B12. The first as a...
You wouldn't need those at all on a carnivore diet. Strictly carnivore, salt, meat, water.
Prokinetic for my digestion, which is part of my protocol for my SIBO elimination, which...
You're not eliminating anything to help your SIBO. Nothing. Nothing. Your diet is horrendous. Horrendous. And we're gonna get into why.
I'm gonna do a whole video on, don't worry. And then of course my vitamin D and B12, I also take in the morning because they can be mildly stimulating and my insomnia is often back.
You wouldn't have insomnia? And stop going all the time.
And it sucks. Now also a big reminder, please do not take these supplements.
You wouldn't have insomnia if you were carnivore. You wouldn't. Especially eating a bunch of carbs before bed. That's a mistake that I have made sometimes. Sometimes all I have to do is drink some carbs. And I wake up at night. I do. Actually happened tonight. But you know what? Just last night. But I'm up and at 'em anyway, and I'm doing this because why not?
Any supplements without speaking to a professional about your unique needs. Just gotta say that again for the people in the back. Okay, so then I go downstairs for a quick pre-breakfast snack while I make the...
Yeah, if you were eating the best diet in the world, you probably wouldn't need that, but okay.
It's their breakfast. I usually have water, of course. First thing I do, drink a lot of water. Plain water, gasp, I know. Or I will crack open a can of LaCroix because I like that too.
Nice big dose of aluminum.
But for my first little meal of the day, I'm having some plain full-fat Greek yogurt with some freeze-dried fruit.
I can appreciate the full-fat yogurt. Freeze-dried fruit? Blech. That's just pure fiber. Blah. No, that's not good for your, no. Nope. First mistake.
Super simple, not Instagrammable, but basically a take on what I was making the kids anyway, because this mama does not have time to be a short order cook. All right, so bang out the kids' breakfast, get that on the plate, get that on the table. And by the way, if you're struggling to feed your baby or toddler, definitely follow my Instagram and my blog. I've got tons of great recipes and ideas there for you. Let the chaos begin. All right, now, once they are set, I tag it out with my hubby and I try to get a quick little workout in. So I've got the Peloton app, so I am doing lots of workouts.
If you really want to work out, I don't suggest a machine. You can work out in many other ways. For free, absolutely free. Go outside and, play some games with kids if you want, or if you have kids, neighbors' kids. I don't know. Do something. Gardening. Excuse me, but yeah, like this is no, just I don't like machines when it comes to working out. No, it's no, just no. It just feels too forced at that point when you have a machine, and then you're like, I really don't want to do it now.
Through that. And I also train with 2 different trainers a few times a week on Zoom. So that helps me switch things up and keep things fun and interesting, while of course we are still in this COVID times without access to
2022, by the way. This was 2022. Maybe 2021. Sometime in 2022. I don't know. But I stopped worrying about it in 2020. There's no freaking reason to, I stopped worrying about it May 2020. It just, because I didn't want to spend, I don't like spending my life worrying about everything. What if this, what if that, blah, 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 blah. It's not like we were dealing with some kind of issue with rabies where suddenly it's airborne and we all contract. No, it wasn't like that at all. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. I want to experience getting sick, because if you have a good mindset and if you have a good diet on top of that, you should come out the other side happier, healthier, stronger. And I have. I've been sick plenty of times, and each time I felt more humbled than ever, more empowered, much stronger, healthier, so proud that I did it. And I felt, and you get this euphoria when you're better, when you realize you're better and you're like, oh my Lord, finally I can get up again. Finally I can run around and do my things. And that's how I feel this week. I'm finally back to normal. I can go out and do my errands and things like that, and I don't have to feel out of breath anymore. I don't. It's amazing. You always come out feeling so much happier, healthier, stronger, and you get lots of sleep too, because you might not even be realizing just how much sleep you need. And then when you're sick and have no choice to, you'll sleep so much and you'll realize, like, oh my Lord, I really needed that sleep, I guess.
My jam. Then after a workout, I will nurse O. I then get him down for a nap, and I pray that Poppy does not bark at somebody outside and E doesn't slam one of his trucks into a wall, because O is super sensitive to sound. Even with the white noise on full blast, he will wake up if I so much as put a dish into the dishwasher. Okay, so with baby down, it's time to do some things for me. My working hours in this current 2-child, 2-entrepreneur setup are limited. So
why do you keep going?
I currently get about 3 hours of work done a day, and the timer is already ticking. So I cannot waste any time trying to make an elaborate, huge to-do breakfast. Gotta make it super duper quick. So this is a strange hack, but when I'm feeling like having just a straight up bowl of cereal, but I wanna make it more satisfying, I add a little protein powder to the milk, which...
This is hilarious and horrendous. You'll see why.
kind of flavors the milk and then also boosts up the protein. And then I will just add in whatever cereal I feel like. So today I did a mixture of Cheerios and Puffins, and then
Puffins. I've never heard of Puffins. It must be a US thing. I'm guessing they're those like corn puffs or whatever the heck. They make me think of like Reese's Puffs or like, you know, those little kids rice puff things. It gets better, y'all.
I'm just serving that up with some peanut butter toast, with some banana.
Peanut butter toast. That was my meals. That was one of my meals up until I was probably 23 and grew up.
And a little crunchy granola and some hemp hearts and honey and some extra fruit on the side. Tell me that doesn't look delicious.
So I know this sounds super strange, and it kind of was. It was actually like an accident invention, as most of my recipes are, but it's a great hack to make more kind of simple, lower sugar cereals taste more flavorful, give them
They're not lower sugar. Come on. Don't give me that. I don't have my Echo in the room with me right now, so I can't tell you how many carbs are in each. Carbs!
different flavors, different days of the week, depending on what kind of protein powder you use. So this is birthday cake protein powder.
Tell me you're 2 years old without telling me you're 2 years old.
So now I have...
And how old are your kids? Because clearly you haven't grown up. Like, I think you're younger than they are probably. Although maybe one of them you might have indoctrinated a little too well. Shame on you.
Birthday cake cereal.
I watched this through before I'm reacting because, I mean, let's be real. She's very pushy. And I'm going to pull a her at the end of this video, okay?
And also, leave me a comment below if you also mix your cereals, because I feel like I can't just have one cereal in a bowl. I like to mix it up.
Now let's be real, the only way to make this better is...
I still can't believe birthday cake protein powder. How old are you?
coffee, of course. So I go through phases by lattes, but...
Lattes, coffee, woo, because carbs aren't even enough. Nope, nope, nope.
Now I'm doing soy milk because I love the flavor.
Oh yeah, give you those estrogen mimicking compounds that put you at a higher likelihood of cancer. Beautiful.
And also the extra protein. And then I will like top it off with extra almond milk so it's not too bitter, but
Lots of oxalate. She has so much oxalate in this diet, this day especially. This is horrible.
so if it's too much soy milk, I find it too sweet.
I'll have it double short, low fat, no focus.
I'm gonna just skip. I don't know if I want to show that.
Well, that's ironic. Literally just ran out of water just before the espresso went in.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Karma for pushing your crap onto everybody.
Ugh, it's like a mom's worst nightmare. That could have been a tragedy. And just for that, I'm going to do a double shot.
I wish I could say that I took my own advice and like avoid distractions and electronics while I'm eating and don't multitask and all that stuff. But honestly, there's just so few hours in the day, especially so few hours that I get to work in the day. So
I'm not gonna play it back, but I swore I thought I heard especially.
I am super limited, and if I don't eat while at my computer answering emails, I risk not eating at all, and that's a problem.
I'm not on carnivore. You can go a good while without eating, girl. On carnivore, that is.
Because I get hangry, I get super cranky, and also
You wouldn't get that way on carnivore. This is only a carb thing. You wouldn't feel this way if you were not eating carbs. Carbs, 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 carbs.
breast milk supply tanks, and I'm feeding another human.
You would have plenty of breast milk, girl, on carnivore. Plenty. You don't even eat liver. I'd feel a lot better if you were just eating, if you'd just even started incorporating liver into your diet, I'd feel better. But your diet is horrendous. I don't think you had any meat in this day either.
So that's my priority right now. So eating while I am answering my emails is just my current reality, at least until my eldest gets to preschool. Please, God willing, COVID won't be too bad by fall. But yeah, I'm gonna get to it.
Oh yes, Worry about a virus that's been 2 years in the making at this point in the video, or maybe 1.5, who knows. Don't know. The date isn't there anymore. Yeah, this is great. Great. Yeah. Beautiful. So, yeah, let's worry about a virus that is really only killing people who are not as healthy as they really are understood to be, because doctors don't know how to properly diagnose people. They don't know what proper A1C is. They don't know what proper health status means. If you've had cancer, for example, you're not healthy anymore. You know? You're at a higher risk of lower immunity now. Higher likelihood, I guess. More so than risk, but yeah.
Cheers.
Okay, so I should also mention that I drink a lot of water, probably like a good 3 liters.
Normally, I don't even know if even a healthy breastfed mother eating carnivore, or breastfeeding mother rather, eating carnivore, I don't know if even she would need that much. But that's a lot. You need electrolytes though too. You can't just drink plain water. Come on, woman.
As a mixture of sparkling water and regular water and La Croix, 'cause I love it. But I'm a breastfeeding mama, so I am always freaking thirsty.
All right, one more coffee, but make it decaf. And I know you're
The coffees. I can't.
thinking like, well, what is even the point of that, Abby? And the point is the ritual. When I get to sit down to a nice hot latte, decaf or otherwise, I just feel more relaxed. It calms me down. I know that coffee's supposed to do the opposite, but it means to me that I'm getting just like a little tiny moment of silence in my day. Child-free bliss. And I love my kids, like obsessed with them. But I need like just a little bit of time to myself where nobody's grabbing me or touching me or like screaming and whining for me. Yeah, so I'm just gonna enjoy this.
All right, moving on.
That's kind of how I feel when I drink my properly homemade, well done kombucha.
To lunch.
I was going to go do lunch, but then I got a huge delivery of all of these fun clothes that I ordered online. I don't know about you guys, but I just had this one day and see other side my program for high-waisted for Aritzia, and it's because I don't know. I find when I romper, and at first I was like, it's a little bananas, but it's so comfortable. Pockets. This is pretty, minus the nurse. Yes, this is so pretty, but it's like little looked. That is, they're easy to just pop a boob out. But yeah, really, really cool, stylish, and it's comfortable. This one's got pockets, but nice mint. Wear like a bathing suit over this. Buy this shop. Okay, now I'm hungry. Let's eat.
And lunches are pretty much always a hodgepodge over here. So then they're
So we're at the lunch now.
leftovers. Sometimes they're just like whatever I've meal prepped in the fridge in a bowl. But today a little bit more sensible because I actually went grocery shopping. There are days when I've got literally nothing in the fridge and I'm eating a rogue piece of pita from the freezer with some cream cheese and ham hearts or something. But today,
Carbs.
I actually had some veggie soup that I bought from Italy. So good. I've actually been trying to limit my raw veggie intake because just not so nice on my gut.
Stop doing that all the time. I don't even do it that much. I do it, yes. But you've done it like 50 times in this video. So I'm doing it right back at you, girl. You can dish it, you can take it.
I find that cooked vegetables and soups are a gentler way to get that produce in. I also had some leftover chicken that I grilled up the night before, so I thought I would make like a little grilled chicken pita wrap, but it turns out that the pitas I got at the grocery store could not be stuffed, nor could they be wrapped. So I ended up with some kind of like flat pita sandwich situation. But anyways, I made it work, slapped on some store-bought hummus and some prosciutto, added in some chopped cucumbers and tomatoes and spinach.
You don't eat any freaking beef. No wonder you have SIBO. You only eat chicken if you do eat beef. Like, I think that's the only reason I don't have worse gut issues than I did. I still have problems with my gut, but it could be a lot worse, I think. I could have ended up in the hospital with people gouging my bowels out, and that never happened. So, yeah.
And I smashed that chicken in there and I served it with some of the ninja vegetables that tried to escape from my sandwich. So yeah, I shovel that in with the kids. So that's why you're not seeing me eat, because I'm eating with my children.
One day won't happen.
Yum, yum. Shovel. You know, when somebody says shovel, you know what they mean, right? You know that they are starving. You are eating a diet that is spiking your insulin so freaking high, so high. You are malnourished too, because you eat no red meat. None. None whatsoever. At least not in this video. You need to eat red meat. You need red meat. Daily. Daily. I think that's the only reason I did not have a weight problem. Because I find if you get too much fat in your chicken, you'll probably start to gain a lot of fat. But like red meat just keeps you stable. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I also don't eat canola oil, so there's that.
To stress shovel soup into my mouth. This is not good for my digestion.
But after
Of course not. Of course not. I can't believe you know that and you're doing that anyway. On carnivore, you would not deal with that at all. You just have bone broth and a little bit of beef crushed up in there, cut up in there. Eat that. Yum.
lunch, the kids have their naps, and O struggles with his afternoon nap, and let's be real, if it's a crap nap, it becomes a crap night, and
Didn't he just have a nap? The one she calls O? Didn't he just have one? He's having another? So why do you force them to nap if they can't nap, if they don't want to nap? If they can't sleep or whatever? Why do you force them to? If they struggle to, why not just keep them up and like I don't get it. Anyways.
I just don't have the bandwidth for that right now. So I spend like an hour walking him around in a stroller while I'm like on TikTok and writing other emails and things like that, which is annoying, but also not so bad.
He could be quiet but not sleeping. You realize that too, right? There's a point when babies grow out of it. There is a point.
When the weather is as beautiful as it has been. And when I'm done, I usually have to pee desperately, and I am ready for a
Yeah, because you drink 5,000 gallons of water a day and eat diabetes-causing foods. You're diabetic, clearly.
snack. So as I said at the top of the video, I do love kombucha, always have. I think it's
I love kombucha too. I will say that. And I don't think I could ever truly stop drinking it. I'll have to try this kombucha because I've had kombucha from the stores before and I didn't like them either. She says it's Rise and it's a Canadian company. So maybe I might be able to find it in the store whenever, say, my mom runs out and the SCOBY goes bad or something. I might check into that. I love kombucha. Love it. But the only thing is the alcoholic content. I would be a little bit skeptical of that because they often keep them in warm places and you're not supposed to do that because then the alcohol goes up in the fermentation process and it's like bad. So no.
just such a flavorful, low sugar alternative to soda pop, and I love that bright acidic flavor. I think I said in another video once that my favorite flavor is acid, and yeah, I think that's why I love these kind of tangy flavors so much. So this is Rise's peach and mango flavor, which screams
They have a ginger one, which is definitely the one I'm gonna get because peach and mango sounds way too sugary.
summer to me. Plus, it's a gut-friendly option, which you guys know I need with everything happening in my belly right now.
Well, kombucha in general isn't gonna hurt or harm, or isn't gonna harm or help. I don't think. I just drink it. Kind of the reason why she drinks that decaf coffee, like for that silence, sort of like just that moment of just bliss.
Also had to put out a little snack, so I had some leftover edamame and some chopped up mango with tahini.
Gross. Leftover edamame and chopped up mango. That bleh.
Which is the most delicious seasoning mix ever. It's like spicy, salty, sweet, limey. The only seasoning you need this summer, other than everything but
Gross. Why would you have mango with that? With that? Ew.
bagel, just saying.
By the way, mangoes are super high in sugar. I wouldn't be surprised if you peed like 20 times on this day.
I don't know, which is more delicious? It's so hard to say. So one is more sweet, one is more for savory. Wouldn't put everything but the bagel seasoning on mango, but definitely would on edamame. So yeah, you tell me which one is your favorite between those two.
All right, I am going to finish my little snack here and spend the afternoon with the kiddos outside because it is gorge outside. Bubbles, bubble party.
Now it's mama time. So E and I also spent
You didn't sound too happy there.
time whipping up a little dessert by making jello with blueberry juice and gelatin.
I actually do not have a problem with this because I am more keto. Blueberry juice and gelatin, beautiful ingredients.
And then shaping it like dinosaurs. So fun. It was just like an easy activity to do together, and I am always trying to get him involved.
Jello, by the way, if it's made properly, so good on the stomach. I used to have stomach issues all the time. My mom said, how about some Jello? I was like, how's that gonna help? And it would every time. Every time. There was something about Jello. Always helped. And now I know why.
In the kitchen whenever I can.
I'm gonna pour this in here. Okay, you do it. Okay.
I'll try some.
Okay, so you can stick your finger in to try. Sweet? Yummy?
Yeah.
That was good.
I'll try some.
Well, wait till it's set, baby.
I do.
Okay, you do.
Is this?
Yeah, see, look.
This all them.
Well, I might not have enough for all of them, so we can start with this one.
How can I do that and I do these ones? I need more for these ones.
Well, look, there's only a tiny bit left, so I guess I'm gonna go to the T-Rex because he is the greatest one of all. Oh God, don't tell him. Don't tell anyone.
And speaking of family favorite foods, dinner was pasta night, and because it was like already 5 p.m., I decided
This is the worst meal yet. This is the worst meal she ever made in this day yet. Horrendous.
to do a really super easy, fast cheater veggie bolognese. Yep, because you do not need to make everything from scratch, folks, in order for it to be a healthy meal. So I often like to mix.
Did she say vegetable bolognese? Something like that. That's what it sounded like to me. I'm not going to go back because I don't have the patience. I can't with her.
My pasta with some spaghetti squash whenever I have one. It just adds micronutrients and fiber, and it introduces another veggie to the kids. So I let E help me scrape.
Poor little kids. I feel so bad for their itty bitty guts. I bet you they're crying every night, like off camera. You don't show this, but I bet you they cry off camera, and they're like, my stomach hurts, Mama. My belly hurts.
Out the seeds, which again is a really nice way to get buy-in
This is awful.
for some new veggies or foods if they're unsure about trying them. Now for pasta, you guys know I love my chickpea pasta. It's just a really great way to get more fiber and protein, and honestly,
You already had enough of that shite.
some days E just doesn't want any sauce or any kind of protein or meat, and he just wants to eat it really plain. So at least then I know that he's getting a little.
I don't believe that for 1 second. You know what's also plain though? Hamburger meat, which I'm sure you do not feed them.
Bit of protein in. And because I am using chickpea pasta, this is another reason that I like to mix it with the squash for myself, since I can only tolerate so much FODMAPs from the chickpea pasta. So adding in that squash definitely helps me feel satisfied without having bad symptoms. As for the sauce, I actually had bought
I don't believe you for 1 second. I do not believe you.
this really great marinara sauce from Ely, which definitely helped me cut down on cooking time. And then for my protein, I just threw in a can of rinsed lentils and like a couple handfuls of spinach. I
More oxalate. Beautiful.
also had meal prepped some zucchini with Italian seasoning earlier, so we had that on board to just like add to the bowl as well. Also, note E's Dino Jello turned out pretty good, I gotta say. And just an FYI, I always serve E's plate up with like a cookie or something sweet or some kind of dessert. And I put it right on his plate with the rest of his food so as not to give any more power to the dessert.
Yeah. No kid would need this if they were carnivore. It would be nice on occasion. I'm not opposed to eating treats and sweets and stuff, but every day, all the time, no. Just freaking No.
than to his pasta or his vegetable or his meat or whatever. Like, this is just another food. And if you want to learn more about raising an intuitive, competent eater, check out my video.
He's not intuitively eating. You're forcing these foods into him.
Right here. Now, I'm gonna give my family the privacy to eat alone and do bedtime routine, so I will meet you on the flip side at
Stop doing that.
snack.
If you want to make the food, you got to eat the food. So let's go get a snack.
And by that I mean breastfeeding and pumping, as I do every night before bed, makes you hungry as F. So your girl needs a good bedtime snack. Now, I love cottage cheese, and it is a really great pre-bedtime snack because it's rich in casein protein, which is a slow digesting protein. So I basically like to top mine off with some berries, almonds, and chocolate chips. You guys know that as the hunger crushing
With cheese? Gross.
combo.
A little bit of texture from the chocolate chip. So good. Okay, so I was just putting
You need zinc. Guess what does not have zinc? Properly cared for chickens. Improperly cared for chickens. If the chickens are, like, I know the chickens you get are not free range. And I don't even think regular chicken is going to have zinc, like grass, pasture raised chickens. I don't think even they're going to have zinc. No.
my Milky Way in the downstairs freezer, and I remembered we've got mini cheesecakes. Oh my god, look at these. Eeny, meeny, miny.
Here's her. Okay, again, tell me you're 2 years old without telling me you're 2 years old. Watch this.
Mo, catch a cheesecake by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny. No. It is like frozen solid. I mean, it's been in the deep freezer for a couple months. So, I need to let it thaw out. And I also want to go to bed. So I'm going to probably put it in the fridge and let it kind of thaw out a little bit, get a little softer. And I'll have this for my snack tomorrow or breakfast. I don't know. We'll see how the morning goes. We'll see.
Cheesecake for breakfast. What?
The night goes. Yeah, mom life. Hashtag mom life. How good does that look? Oh, super excited. Maybe I'll take 2 out just in case. Just in case it's really good. All right, let's get ready for bed.
Okay, so now we do the bedtime routine, which you can watch in a lot more detail right here. But a quickie on my supplements before bed. I take my prenatal sunflower
You wouldn't need any supplements if you ate liver and ate a carnivore diet.
lecithin, L-glutamine for my digestion, omega-3, magnesium calm, fiber supplement, and melatonin. But again, please
That is awful. That is awful. Fiber supplements? Your melatonin is not going to get absorbed that way, girl.
do not start a supplement regimen without speaking to your doctor first. And folks, that is all that I eat in a day. Again, many more reminders that this is not a prescription of what you should eat.
Okay, Abby. So to let's start talking like you now, and let's get into your diet issue because I have several issues. The first being your fiber. Fiber is known in many cases to cause serious constipation. Maybe you have noticed this. Or if not, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you've had the other issue. Anyways, so you are missing out on so many nutrients. Where can we even begin? So, Abby, you're missing out on a lot of iron and zinc and copper, and a lot of that only comes in red meat. Red meat is essential for human health and has been a part of the human diet for many years. Thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands of years. And to go against nature, Abby, well, let's just be real. I don't think the Neanderthals would appreciate you stuffing yourself with a bunch of junk. And I don't even think the Neanderthals would continue on with a diet like yours. They would try it for the first day and be like, I feel so gross. So Abby, and the second issue I have is with your cheesecakes and your protein powdered cakes and flavored cake powder, whatever. Where do I even begin with this? And you clearly are missing out on the most essential of anything, though. Like, you're missing out on salt. Unless the foods you are eating have salt, I don't know. But it sounds like you're missing out on a lot of salt and a lot of fat as well. You need lots of fat. Not just that full fat yogurt, but you need fat in every meal, Abby. Every meal. This would really help with your blood sugars, which, by the way, if you just cut down on your carbs, you would actually improve your blood sugars exponentially. So, Abby, I'm going to leave you with this, and I hope you find this video, and I hope you listen to the very end, because I want you to realize how condescending you sound, and I love impersonating people. So maybe if you guys have any ideas for another video, I can do another impersonation of her at the very end, and maybe, yes, another video of hers that you want me to react. Yes. Okay, that was fun. Yeah, so carbs. That's all she eats, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye. Let's see here. I just gotta go here. Okay, bye, guys.